some legislators in your own state. You want to talk about a little bit how you did that, how you approached them and brought this, because you've actually been having some success. Maybe we'll get some people here who will join you in our state and start pushing that. Who did you talk to first at the legislative level?
Sure. Well, it turns out I have a friend named Terry Christopher who is running for delegate here in Pennsylvania. And he is friends with our state representative, Brian Cutler. So he helped me get in to speak with Brian Cutler. The benefit was that Brian had actually co-sponsored the community paramedicine bill here in Pennsylvania, and he's been on the back of an ambulance, so he has some medical background. So when I approached him with my idea, he got it, and he got it right away. I was then able to go from that to getting phone calls made for me, so I ended up meeting with aides for Senator Toomey, about to meet with Senator Ryan Allmett. I did get in with Senator Smucker, who I believe is probably going to be Congressman Smucker before too long. And I'll be branching out, actually, to some Democrats, because I believe this is truly a bipartisan issue. Everybody should want to fix this problem.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Why would this is one of those issues. It's like fixing the infrastructure of the United States to make it EMP-proof. Why that's not happening, there shouldn't be one person on either side of the aisle who's against it. And this is the same thing. There should be nobody against cutting costs at the VA, getting better help for our veterans, and helping out our first responders, the EMTs, EMS guys and gals that are out there working their butts off every day.
Absolutely. And, even on the state level, one of the things that my program is designed to do, and the reason I actually took ambulance associations out of the equation and I'm putting it more with EMT providers, is because there are so many programs that are offered within the state and the federal level that when you have the same ambulance provider going into the same veteran's home, able to, really get to know that veteran, their family members, even their dogs' names, and form a bond in a relationship, you're going to be able to identify issues that'll be missed in a 7 to 12-minute clinic visit, that you will have the EMTs will be provided with lists of all these different programs and the people to contact. So if I go into somebody's house, and this has happened to me, I actually was meeting with an older gentleman that's a veteran who I noticed was more depressed than normal. Found out he misses fishing. Well, Pennsylvania offers a fishing license to our veterans. He didn't know that. He hasn't called an ambulance, and I haven't seen him in 3 months because he's fishing every day. He's happy again. So something that simple makes a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. So in Pennsylvania, maybe that's what we need here. In Pennsylvania, they get fishing license for our veterans for free?
Fishing and hunting licenses. They actually have a program for that.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't know if we have that in Michigan or not, but we should. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We're a huge state.
And I think there's a lot of programs like that, financial assistance programs, education programs. There's so many programs that are offered either both the state and federal or in one or the other that our veterans truly aren't aware of. So we would make our EMTs aware, and because that relationship is formed, they can address those issues privately and, be able to help the veteran out with getting some additional help. Also, with a longer visit, you're going to notice changes, depression, PTSD, things that could also be missed that would be really important.
Right. Yeah, exactly, because there's a lot of veterans who may not want to fess up that they're having problems with PTSD. They may not even realize that it's PTSD, but if they spend time and they're building a relationship with their community paramedicine guy, they get to trust him, they get to know the family, they might be having coffee, and he may notice that the wife has been kind of out of sorts as well, and that could be because he's not sleeping well or he's having nightmares or something else going on too. So I guess it comes down to it's just taking that care and giving and bringing it down to such a personal level that there's better communication and ends up being better service for the veteran, right?
Absolutely. What we want to do is take our wait times down to a week or less and extend the visits from 7 to 12 minutes to 20, 30, even 40 minutes if needed.
Right. Now, do the EMTs do this? Can they, if they're volunteer anyways, do they drive their own vehicle out? They have their bag with them? They go in and do that with the patients?
What my program suggests is that they would use their own vehicle, their own gas. They're what we call a first-in bag. It's all the stuff that a normal EMT or medic would take into a call, maybe some additional items because the scope of practice for the EMT would be expanded just a little bit. They would take a bag that was provided to them by the VA, who I would hope would contract with local hospitals to restock supplies. They would have all that information there. They would report on trip sheets just like they do now, except it would go to the VA versus the state. And it primarily be handled the same way we handle calls on the state level at this point, but through the VA. So it's really important to get this up to the federal level, because there are some areas where the federal government and the state, might want to headbutt a little bit.
Yeah, it's a territorial thing, whatever going on. But the fact that the VA now, with the VA people that you've worked with, are you getting positive feedback from them? Are they giving you help? Or are they giving you the stink eye and saying, well, I don't know. Are you getting anybody dragging their feet on this?
I was actually invited to speak at the state's Veterans Commission here in Pennsylvania, up at Fort Indian Town Gap, and the response was remarkable. Senator Velekovich, who is the chair for the Republican Party of the VA here in the state, I'll be meeting with him the week of the 20th, which wasn't a meeting I had set up previous to this. I had many other organizations that are out in a voluntary capacity for our vets approach me and want to work with the program that I want to set up, that are willing to put their voice to me. So I'm reaching out to, like, the AMVETS, the American Legion, all the major veterans groups. I just got invited today, actually, to speak to a group that is involved with representing the veterans of the North Korean War. They're very interested in this program and understand what it could do to help their veterans.
Yeah, because our Korean War vets are reaching that age where they probably really need that additional help. So, okay,
yep.
Great. Well, Joey, let's go back to this again. So the best way to if there's an EMT, a nurse, a doctor here in the state of Michigan who want to kind of get involved and start doing this and talking to our state senators and our legislators, is the best way for them to reach you the GI Joey Bill at USA.com? Absolutely,
and I'd love to hear from every one of them.
Okay, because we have a fair amount of veterans who listen to the show. We've got a lot of conservative shows here that veterans listen to. And so GI Joey Bill at USA.com. Phone number, or is that really the best way to reach you, just through the email?
You can reach me there. I am on Facebook.
Okay, Facebook.
That would be Joey, Joey. The last name on there is Baker, Baker. I'm engaged, that's why.
Okay.
So,
congratulations.
Reach out to me. Thank you. Reach out to me. Let me know. EMS, we're a family, no matter what state you want to work in. Just like the veterans, they're a big family. We look out for each other. We fight for one another. So I would love to have my brother and sisters in the field help me bring this reality to our veterans who, are truly heroes. And if we're already doing this in the civilian field and it works, there's absolutely no reason we shouldn't be adapting it for our veterans and benefiting our EMS providers at the same time, but most importantly, our veterans.
Yeah, this is like killing two birds with one stone. I mean, we're taking better care of our vets, reducing wait times, and helping out our first responders who, you're right, they don't get paid a lot of money. These are guys that save lives on a regular basis. They're like our police and firemen, and they're kind of the unsung heroes. I mean, you've been an EMT this long, and you're not in it for the money, obviously, right?
No, absolutely. I actually own a painting company on the side so I can feed my family,
Yes.
But I volunteer my time. Every month I volunteer for the Columbia QRS 8 here in Pennsylvania to give back to my community, and there's so many people like me that are in this field, and it's not a job. You won't see us marching for that $15 an hour because we won't put a price on human life.
Right.
We're in it because we truly care about the people we're helping, and it's what we want to do. It's something within us we need to give back.
Right. Okay, well, Joey Eddins, soon to be Joey Baker, right? Or
Thank you.
The other way around. Joey Baker, congratulations. And we will try to get people to call you, and I'll even put a link up on a couple of my websites here, GI Joey Bill at USA.com. We'll try and get, and callers, or listeners, if there's anyone out there, veterans, EMT people, make sure you get hold of Joey, and let's see if we can't get this started here in the state of Michigan as well. Joey, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
All right, take care. All right, and we will see you all on the other side of the break.
Wham! Talk 1600.
Hey, my blood brothers of freedom. This is Ted Nugent.
Southeast Michigan's conservative powerhouse.
God bless Ann Arbor and Wham Radio. I started doing interviews on Wham Radio around 1966. I celebrate and promote the God-given individual right as guaranteed in the U.S. Constitution and Bill of Rights for us to defend ourselves, to keep and bear arms. And just to make sure everyone understands what we the people understand, keep can only mean one thing. That's it's mine and you can't have it.
Wham!
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Mitt Romney making it clear Donald Trump does not have his support, going as far as to say he wouldn't rule out voting for the Libertarian candidate. The presumptive GOP nominee blasting his party's 2012 choice, telling a crowd in Tampa.
And he's sitting like a real stiff. Don't forget, this guy let us down, folks.
Not all Republican governors have welcomed Trump with open arms when he visited their state, but today, Governor Rick Scott did. He was the main part of the program introducing Mr. Trump, and that goes to show that in what will be a very important state come November, Donald Trump has the support of a major player.
Fox's Peter Ducey. And the outcry continues over a Stanford University swimmer sentenced to 6 months for sexually assaulting an unconscious woman. 3 prominent political consultants say they're joining the effort to recall the judge in the case. Fox News, we report, you decide.
It's time now for Wham! Talk 1600's Community Calendar with Brandon Drake.
The Northville Art House shines a spotlight on the imagination, art, talent, and cultural diversity of artists throughout the region when the annual Arts and Acts Festival returns for the 7th consecutive year, Friday, June 17th, Saturday, June 18th, and Sunday, June 19th in historic downtown Northville. The festival includes the 28th annual Juried Fine Art Show, Art in the Sun, featuring over 70 talented artists, the Sandbox Play Festival, produced by Tipping Point Theater, the Short on Words Literary Contest, musical entertainment featuring some of Metro Detroit's top musicians, children's activities, and the annual Northville Art House Chalk Festival, and a large variety of food and drink. Arts and Acts brings together the community to celebrate the local arts. With the exception of the tickets for the Sandbox Play Festival and a recommended donation for the Chalk Festival, Arts and Acts is a free event. It is also a major fundraiser for the Northville Art House. The funds raised allow Northville Art House to bring quality art exhibits and art education to Northville and the surrounding communities. To learn more about the Northville Art House and other events, call 248-344-0497 or visit northvillearthouse.org. Check out the wide variety of educational fun events put on by the Ann Arbor District Library for kids preschool through 12th grade. All library facilities can be reached by phone through the main switchboard at 734-327-4200, or you can visit www.aadl.org. Check it out.
You've been listening to the Wham! Community Calendar. To have your event publicized, email community@whamradio.com. Wham! Talk 1600. In touch with your community.
It's summer, and with warmer weather, now is the time to get started on those outdoor projects. Call the Rock Shop on Goffredson Road, 734-455-5560. Whether you're looking for wall stones, paving stones, or new statuary for your garden, have a fun time and save a ton of money at the Rock Shop on Goffredson Road. Call 734-455-5560. You can also get a full selection of wood mulches, rocks, and garden soils, and all the stone wall products that you would need. Stop by to see all of the amazing products from Technoblock, the premier manufacturer of paving stones and retaining wall products. Check out the showroom and gardens Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 734-455-5560 or go to the website at rock-shop.com. rock-shop.com. Set your garden wishes in stone at the Rock Shop on Goffredson Road.
You're listening to The Drift on Wham! Talk 1600. Join in the conversation at 734-822-1600. Now, back to your host, Gary Wellings.
And welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to Catch My Drift here at Wham Talk 1600. You can call into the show, 734-822-1600. Love to get your comments and opinions. And I want to thank Joey Eddins for coming on and talking to us about our veterans and how to better take care of them and come up with some unique solutions. The solutions are out there, folks. We